Hey.
Yeah, I'm the one. Are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. I've been the one. I've been the one they try to imitate. The one they really hate. The one who shows up first but always staying late. The one to help you elevate. The one to put you in the race. The one who goes balls to the wall just to set the pace. The one who's never showing fear. The one who tried to help his peers. The one who took a back seat just to let you niggas stare. The one to help you get in gear. The one who made the picture clear. The one to lend a helping hand when nobody else was there. Yeah, man, I'm sick of all these copycats. They say imitation is free for flattery and I ain't dirting back. Yeah, a bunch of cats in the hat. You pussies cat. Simon says you niggas jumping jacks. It's like, are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. I've been the one. I'm the one like the sun. I'm the one like the moon. I'm the one like the number that comes before two. I'm the one that set the mood. I'm the one that break the rules. I'm the one that turn the light on and to blow the fuse. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one like Neo in the Matrix. I'm the one. I was sent to lead the way until our kingdom come. I'm the one to wake you up when they try to keep you dumb. Are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Hey, I've been the one. Hey, are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Hey, I've been the one. Hey, are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Hey, I've been the one. Hey, are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. I've been the one. I've been the one.
And we gonna play Dougie Down Bad for my boy Dougie. I know he at work right now, probably. What up, Dougie?
Hey,
Yo, Dougie.
you say your girl tripping over the supervisor?
Man, not the supervisor, Dougie.
Check it, yeah. I keep on running around. I keep on running around with all the bitches in town. I see that look on her face. I see that look on her face. I know she hated it. I know she hated it. I keep on running around. I keep on running around with all these women in town. I see that look on her face. I see that look on her face. I know she hated it. I know she hated it. I keep on running around. I keep on running around with all the bitches in town. I see that look on her face. I see that look on her. Hey, yo, Dougie, well, wake that ass up, baby. I keep them running, yeah, like a track meet. Told my main bitch, take a back seat. Now she got me at the foot of the bed. No athlete. You know I keep it popping like, hey, hey.
TGIF, it's Friday, baby. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, yo, Dougie.
That's why I gotta dip. Damn, I hate that stupid bitch. Damn, I hate that nosy bitch. Damn, I hate that ugly bitch. Suck my dick, you ain't shit. I saw you running around. I saw you running, yeah. With the niggas in town. You saw this look on my face. You saw this look on my face. I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. You keep on running around. wasn't even doing nothing.
With all these women in town. I was just chilling at work, Dougie.
Said I was
Talking to the supervisor, Dougie.
Yeah, now I got a supervisor.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, wake that ass up. Welcome back to Wake That Ass Up. I am your host, Leroy Mitchell. We bring you sports news, entertainment, and life, all right? Sports news, entertainment, and life. That was my music you just heard, those last two songs, okay? I'm only playing my stuff because I support independent. Well, if you're an independent artist and you send me a link to your music and you really independent and you really doing it on your own and you ain't on distributions and all that stuff, then I got you. I'll play your music. Cause I'm only supporting the real. I want to be able to own something in real life. All right, today we talking about this war still. Iran, this oil, crazy. Government shut down. I ain't know government been shut down this long still. TSA officers threatening to just completely not even go to work at all. All the flights gonna be shut down because it's just getting crazy out here in the world. It's just getting crazy. AI about to take over all the white collar jobs, probably the blue collar jobs, probably every job. We gonna talk about AI and how many jobs they gonna take over pretty soon because they gonna pretty much take over pretty much anything at this point. And the postmaster, shout out to my boy Danny. What up, Danny? The postmaster for the postal service said they gonna run out of money by early 2027. Like completely be out of money, like no money. So you're gonna be trying to send your mail and it ain't gonna be going nowhere because they about to be out of money. So we gonna talk about that too. Everything just going down in America. I don't know what's going on. I mean, the rest of the world too. Everything's just kind of just going down. It just seems like it's just a downward spiral of just craziness, just left and right. There's nothing but every day you wake up, some more drama going on, whether it's the weather, whether it's something with some weird secret society. We got wars. Everything is just getting crazy out here. So if you are a human being, my life topic today, okay? This is going to be my life topic today because the world just getting crazy. It's just getting crazy. Stay inside your own head as much as possible, all right? Stay inside the world of quietness, the realm of just everything being still as much as possible because so much is going on right now that your head can get overloaded and just explode. Just too much is going on. They're hitting us with too much right now. The economy sucks. Everybody depressed, everybody single and mad and upset. It's just bad. It's just everything's just bad right now. So as much as you can, start meditating. Just start trying to get into some peaceful, quiet mindset, state of mind, place, being, something. Just try your hardest, okay? Because the noise is getting louder and louder and louder. And as it continues to up the volume on the noise, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. So make sure you control yourself, control your mind, you know what I'm saying? Control your peace, control all that, and then you're going to be rolling. All right, so we gonna start. We got Babe out here. She's trying to sneak down here. She gonna get in camera. Everybody trying to sneak down here. She going in camera. If you come down, doing wake that ass up, you going in camera. All right, y'all. Let's get to it. We gonna talk first. Let's get into this war. Let's get into the war first. Let's see what the new updates are real quick. What they talking about? What should I talk about? AI taking our jobs. Nah, we gonna talk about this war stuff because it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Let's see what our allies talking about today.
22, that's up 1.5% right now. Crude oil's at 96.47, up 1/3%. President Trump is securing support from allies. 5 European countries and Japan have pledged their readiness in helping to pry open
France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the Netherlands, and United Kingdom.
Through that critical waterway. The president welcomed Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi to the White House yesterday, and they spoke about it. Watch.
Look, I expect Japan to step up because, we have that kind of relationship, and we step up for Japan. So I expect, I'm not surprised that they would step up. We don't need much. We don't need anything. I mean, honestly, we don't need anything from Japan.
Can you turn the light on, please?
Else, but I think it's appropriate that people step up. In the case of Japan, I hear they get more than 90% of their oil through the strait. So that's a big...
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Reason to step up.
Joining me now is former Energy Secretary under President Trump in the first term, Dan Brouillette. Great to see you, Dan. Thanks so much for being here. What is your assessment of the response that you've heard from allies, and how significant could their assistance be?
Well, great to be with you, Maria. I think it's remarkable. I mean, we're looking at 5 countries who went literally from a hell no, we're not going to help you, to signing a statement of support yesterday. And I think the president is exactly right to suggest that those who use the Strait de Meaux should be responsible for opening it, or at least be partially responsible for opening it. I think it's an incredible piece of diplomacy on the president's part. And I think over the course of the next couple of days, you're going to see a lot of these countries show up with their navies, show up with their assets. I know that England is already down in Tampa working with CENTCOM on planning for some of the activities that are going to occur over the next few days. So I think it's a remarkable piece of diplomacy on the president's part.
Well, what else can the U.S. do right now? We spoke with Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, here yesterday, and he broke a lot of news. In particular, said that they may very well in the coming days unsanction oil that is currently sitting on the water near Iran, and they also may release more oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Tell me your
What was
thoughts
crazy
in terms
about
of
the
other ideas.
like our allies not like joining? Of course, the U.S. supports NATO and has helped the Ukraine, many of other countries in conflicts over many of years. When we had this issue with the Strait of Hormuz and the U.S. saying, "Hey, we need y'all help because it's getting a little crazy over there," no one wanted to jump into the war. They said, "Nah, we do not want to be involved." But what was interesting to me is the U.S. doesn't truly need that Strait of Hormuz to be open necessarily to be successful. It's more so our allies that need it. They, like Japan, relies on that oil like crazy. Like a lot of other nations rely on it more than we do. So for them to not want to jump in was kind of crazy to me. And then Trump hit them with the, "Well, if you ain't gonna help us, we ain't gonna help you." And then they all started to flip real quick. So you start to see how people kind of act in the world. If you got power and you could do something for somebody, all right, they're going to be nice to you. They're going to cozy up to you. They're going to be cordial, all that stuff. But if you truly need them, you never really know if they're going to help. You just never really know. So when you are the person that is of power and you're trying to help someone, I guess, let's say, lower than you in that like power hole struggle, just think about who you helping. Would they do the same for you if the roles were reversed? And that's even down in real life too, like your friends, your family, relationships. If you would do something for someone and you don't believe they would do the same for you, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even do it, because you see how people start to change their minds and how things play out when this shit actually hits the fan. It's hitting the fan.
Is that could help this administration in getting prices lower and calming this situation?
Well, I think what Scott is referring to in terms of unsanctioning the oil or desanctioning the oil, what that does is send a loud signal to traders. Much of the price increase that we've seen over the course of the last couple of days and weeks have been due to traders pricing in the risk of moving through the Strait of Hormuz. These are not supply problems per se. They're not production problems, I should say. So releasing this oil to allow traders to now legally trade it increases the supply on the marketplace and will reduce or at least mitigate the price increases over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
That's what Scott is thinking about. I think the other smart move on the part of the administration was to desanction Venezuelan oil. And I think what you're seeing there is part of a longer-term strategy. The president removed Maduro. He's releasing Venezuela oil, and that's providing an enormous buffer, in addition to the incredible production of the U.S. industry here in the United States, an incredible buffer to these price increases.
Well, it's a great.
You see, now you see why the U.S. be playing some chess. They knew good and damn well when they went into Venezuela to Captain Maduro that they was going to go into Iran and this was a possibility. So they got that oil and they're using that oil as a buffer like they're saying. We also do produce oil here in America, but I don't think we got the oil refineries to actually use it for what we need to use it for. So I think a lot of the oil we make in America, we just trade away because I don't think it's the right type of oil. I think it's like too light or something like that. And we import a lot of the other oil that we actually need to use and utilize. So we position ourselves in America to be okay, but when you look at the gas price and you look at all the other stuff, it don't seem like that. Because they be trying to throw these numbers out there, oil coming from here and there and there. Like, no, look at what's happening out there in the real world. Gas is going up everywhere by a lot. Not a little bit, by a lot. By a lot, by a lot. And that affects everything. That affects transportation, that affects food, that affects everything. So A lot of other countries are being hit hard. I know a lot of countries are making like different rules where like, hey, you could only fill your gas tank up this much. You ain't driving today. This service is being cut. That service is being cut. So that truly has not affected America yet, but it's going to. Because if you think the public transportation system are going to be paying that much for gas, and these transportation companies are going to be paying that much for diesel, like, they got to make money too. The bottom line is the bottom line at the end of the day. So you are going to start to see a lot of things affected as this stuff starts to weigh on. And then they got the TSA issue with the government shutdown as well. That's going to make things worse if you got to travel. So, and then ticket prices because fuel. Woo! So, I don't know what's going on with this war. I do know that if it continues on, it's not going to be great for us as people in America. It's going to get more expensive for everything, and everything is already expensive. So hopefully there's some resolution soon, because I ain't trying to pay this much money in gas to do nothing. Okay, it's just not. It's not even cool. Like it's just not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. All right, let's see what's going on with these AI taking over all these jobs.
CEO Andrew Yang, along with Federal Elections correspondent Brianna Lyman. First of all, Andrew, congratulations, man. You always find a way to get back in the news. But no, all joking aside, this is something I tell people all the time for the last several years. I'm a natural-born Luddite, and I know I study history. I understand the first, second, third industrial revolutions created more jobs, better jobs than the ones they displaced. Humankind was better off, but it's hard to see a smooth transition right now.
Yeah, this transition is going to be brutal with a capital B for hundreds of thousands of white-collar workers. You pointed out some of the headlines, Charles. I talked to a tech CEO of a publicly traded company, and this has not been announced. He said they're going to fire 15% of their workers now, 20% in 2 years, 20% more 2 years later. And he said after that, we don't know. But I mean, if you do the math, that's about half of his employees gone. So this is going to play out in company after company because the managers are getting rewarded. The stock's going up, not down, when they announce, look, we're going to be cutting our workforce.
Right.
And you can see it in the underemployment numbers for recent college graduates, particularly those with computer science degrees. They're not getting these jobs.
And the underemployment numbers through the roof. You call it the F&N. All right, so but you're also...
You know what's sad? So I'm 35 years old. When I went to school, man, if you went and got a degree in computer science, so I graduated in 2013 from college. If you went and got a degree in computer science or anything that had to do with graphic design, anything that had to do with a computer, okay, at all, and you graduated and you were looking for a job, you were getting a job immediately, and it was going to pay you well. Fast forward about a decade or so later, you can't get a job at all. That's just crazy how quickly like life can change on you, how quickly things can advance. Like you really do have to be thinking about life a decade at a time, because life will switch up on you. If you are not up on what's going on in the world and that switch happens on you and they pull the rug from underneath you, you screwed. You can't just pivot. Like, you know, just pivoting from jobs or careers you spent your whole life, you know, working towards. Like, and I think a lot of people aren't understanding what's about to happen. AI is going to take most of the jobs. All right, it's just happening. The college graduates right now, Gen Alpha, whoever, they understand what's going on because they can't get a job. And a lot of people who are have jobs right now currently are being let go and being fired because they don't need you anymore. You're not of service anymore. So a lot of people are going to be out of jobs, struggling, and there's not going to be replacements. Like, there's not going to be a replacement job to be able to service the same amount of whatever you got from the job you got before. It's just not going to work. So I think a lot of people just don't understand like how quickly this is going to transpire, but the companies do.
Businessman, you've done very well in technology, so you understand. Yeah, people use technology for productivity gains, and often that comes at the expense of people. You've been saying for a while that the only obvious choice in your mind is something like a universal basic income to fill that gap.
Yeah, Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic, raised his hand and said, tax us, because he sees the writing on the wall. They're going to get rid of all these white-collar jobs. We should tax AI and then distribute some of the gains to you, to everyone watching this at home, because, by the way, our data was used to make these models. Our data has been sold and resold for billions and billions of dollars. So at this point, we should be getting some of that value back. And if the AI CEO is saying it, Andrew Yang is saying it, people at home, we should make this happen.
Brianna, your thoughts? I mean, you're young.
That sounds nice, but we still haven't gotten those damn Doge dividend
There's
checks.
some emotions to all of this too.
Yeah, and I think there's a few
problems here. First of all, we do see that not only are college educated graduates having trouble finding work, but actually people who are graduating high school are having a bit of an easier time in certain industries. I think because my generation has been told for so long, you have to go to college to get a good job. And now it's looking like those good jobs may be far and few in between right now as AI revolution takes over. I also think it's another problem. A lot of people get dignity through their work. If AI is replacing your work, even if you're getting universal basic income, you lose that sense of dignity that kind of fuels Americans to go out and hit that job market. So there's a lot of different things in play here.
Andrew,
I think that's the biggest. So many people, they don't have value outside of going to their 9 to 5. Like, that is their value. Like, even when you talk to a lot of older people, their value was that they worked at this job for 20 years or 30 years, or they were this or they were that. Like, most people aren't dreamers, they're not innovators, they're not entrepreneurs, they're not creators. Okay, the vast majority of people are just regular workers, and they find the most out of life through their job because they're spending 8 to 9 to 10 hours at their job Monday through Friday for 40 years of their life for the most part. So as AI starts to take over everything, and now these people don't have a job, what are they going to do? A lot of people are going to be so bored, it's going to be ridiculous. A lot of people don't know. If you don't provide a schematic for the people, if you don't provide like the blueprint for the people, if you don't provide like the cheat codes for the people, people don't know what to do. They won't do anything. They'll probably just, drink themselves to death. To be honest, that's what's going to happen for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be just confused. So I do think that is going to happen. They're going to have some basic income at this point. If this continues and they're not going to stop. And if they do that, the only jobs that are going to be really out there that are going to be worth anything are going to be like your creator positions, your artists, your developers, your people who entertain people, personal care, stuff like that. Those are going to be the jobs in demand. And then obviously like plumbers, electricians, stuff like that. But I think the biggest thing coming is going to be like the biggest epidemic coming is going to be like a loneliness, like unfulfilled, no dreams. Like, people aren't going to have the desire to do more, to build more, to create more. It's just going to be, okay, I'll wake up and do the same thing every day like they've been doing, but not in a productive way, just living but not actually living. That's what's really about to happen from all this. Like, it's gonna be zombies. We're gonna have a bunch of zombies.
I think another issue that just might be masking is our education system, or something's gone wrong, right? The K-12 teachers who said are very satisfied with their job is down to 12%. A few years ago, it was 62%. But even more alarming are the skills. Pre-K, teachers and admin they talk about the following instructions, sharing and cooperating, talking, tying your own shoes, just basic things. It feels like, how could kids have gone backwards so far, and how can we compete in a society driven by intellectual progress?
I've got one word for you and the people at home: screens. I have two kids at home who are 13 and 10, and anytime there's a screen around, they're like a bear in honey. That they just want to go and spend as much time with the screen as possible. It makes them jittery. It makes them anxious and unable to focus. So you opened saying you were a Luddite through and through. On this one, my friend Jonathan Haidt wrote a book called The Anxious Generation, saying let's get social media out of high schools. And I take it a step further. You have to try and delay screen time at home so the kids can learn.
Right.
Yeah, I know that New York State, for example, is trying so hard to get cell phones out of schools during learning hours because it's such a detriment. And I hear about these teachers. Look, not only do they have low morale, not only is their pay not great, you think about the impact that it's going to have on students who are now going to have teachers that may not feel the same kind of gumption to go out and do full days of work, right? Maybe they're going to give only 50% instead of 100%. So it's a really sad cycle for the teachers and students.
By the way, it's not just kids, it's adults too.
Yeah, I was going to say that, like, the kids, they can't read. Like, they can't function, they don't have motor skills, they can't do anything nowadays. Like, what I'm hearing from individuals in the education system, like, these kids are having a hard time. And that does start at home, like people teaching, basic skills to your children. But the adults haven't learned basic skills because this is a generational problem. Like, if I really look at it on its on its face, you look at the boomer generation, they had skills, all right, because they kind of had to at the time. Some millennials have skills. I'm in the millennial generation. Some millennials have skills, but a lot of people in my generation, they can't cook. They can't figure out most things. They don't know how to actually teach anything they have done or learned. And then you keep going down to Gen Z. Well, who's teaching them? The millennials, but they're not teaching at all, really. They're out still drinking and partying, most of them. And then you get to Gen Alpha. Gen Z's having kids, if they are having kids, super early, super early, super early. And they're not prepared to teach anything. So I think a lot of this just is our school and education system was created to fund a system, and when I mean by fund, I mean human currency, was to fund a system to create profit for big businesses. So if that system was created for that, and now those industries are really going to be changed and automated, and you're going to have robots in there, then everything we learned at school is useless. And it was always useless for the most part. But now the kids see it as more useless, because why would they want to learn how to write or do this or do that when the phone and the iPad could do everything for you? Like, all they have to do is see that one time and be like, nah, I ain't stupid. I ain't about to go do all that extra work when I can take the easy route. Like, humans always gravitate, okay, to the path of least resistance. Always. No human beings trying to take the hard route in reality, for the most part. Not, our bodies don't like that. It doesn't. So how can we expect these kids to want to go do all these things at school when they're not going to be applicable? So we got to change the education system, all right? If we're going to have these kids in school and say, oh, you need to write, you need to do this, you need to do that, why? Okay, what's the purpose? We need purpose. There's no purpose. That's what I'm saying. They're stripping purpose away from people. And if you don't have purpose, then you're not going to want to do anything. And that's why these kids don't want to learn. They don't want to do. They just want to be on their phones, because why would they want to remember this when they can just ask their phone? Like that, when they say it like that, it makes sense. Like, I can't even knock the kid's logic. Like why would I learn how to write when I'm just going to type everything? It's the truth. You are just going to, you even sign most things electronically now. So, talking about some cursive and all these other things, it's just like, no, the education system is broken because it was always broken. And now that we're switching to different industries and systems, it's really broken. And you're starting to see it in the kids, and you're definitely seeing it in the adults, because even a lot of adults can't read. All right? A lot of grown people who can't read or write.
Hi, Leroy.
Believe me, there's been plenty of studies for that as well. That's where the kids get it from, right? Let me squeeze in a couple of things. So within this nation, right, this whole tug of war with wealth, it's starting to really center in on age. Older folks have the money. They own stocks, they own real estate, they own assets, and they're doing extraordinarily well.
Because they came in at a good time.
Sometimes, your income to buy a house before it used to take one time. And yet, so people are saying, Andrew, that this is fueling a potential revolution. And by the way, that's what we saw in New York City. College kids voting for a socialist.
Yeah, there's even a name for this. It's an excess of elite, is what it's called in social science. And you might not think of that college kid who's frustrated and sad and waiting tables as an elite, but that's.
But it's also the older generation just being absolutely greedy and not understanding that they came in a good time. Okay, they came of age in a good time. All right, like, if you were working in the 90s and, well, the 80s and the 90s and early 2000s, like, everything was cheap, they were paying well, everything was new and booming, and like, it was a great time to actually be trying to build for yourself. As things started to wane on and time started to go on, it got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And the older generation acted as if it didn't get worse. They just said, you just have to work harder, get another job, do all this extra shit. Like, no. You can work 2 jobs and still be struggling. You could do, like, it's not the same. And that older generation didn't actually help the younger generations properly. So I blame the parents. Honestly, all the way through. Like, the boomers, y'all failed. You guys have failed everyone below you. All right? People pass things down to you. Y'all got houses, y'all got all types of stuff, all right? And the vast majority of boomers aren't going to be passing anything down to anybody. All right? They ain't passed down no knowledge, they ain't passed down no skills for the most part. And they definitely didn't help how they should be helping. They trying to live their lives at 70 years old and 60 years old and all this other stuff. It's crazy. It's just ridiculous. And that's the biggest thing. I don't really blame, the elites have all the money. Nah, yeah, the elites got all the money, but you just saw that last chart. Everybody over 60 got all the money too. So they got to help. Help the younger generations, all right? What y'all was supposed to start businesses and pass stuff down, and most of them didn't do nothing. They just worked the job for 40 years, got the advantages of how time was before, and just leaving everybody else to dry. That's what they doing. I'm telling you. They ain't even helping watching the kids.
In social science terms.
They didn't want to watch the
How
grandkids.
you categorize him or her. And it is going to be an ingredient towards unrest and frustration that's going to manifest in our politics. And even, unfortunately, I think in terrible, acts of vandalism or worse. Last word for you.
Charlie Kirk spoke about this all the time. If the young generation does not have a stake in home ownership, you are going to see a fracture of the political party. And I think my generation is seeing that right now. And we also have a ton of liabilities. I mean, our college debt compared to when you guys went to college has just astronomically jumped up. So our liabilities are very different, and it hinders our ability to get that growth.
Yeah, college would be a lot better if it was free.
I disagree. And I pay for mine.
So it's just not good. I mean, the economy isn't good. The way everything is laid out isn't great, and I feel like we're on the road to just calamity in America. So, and the U.S. Postal Service running out of money. How the Postal Service running out of money? That's crazy.
On Capitol Hill today, Postmaster General David Steiner is making his case before Congress to borrow more money.
Yeah, so we know Steiner has said the agency could be out of money by early 2027. That is soon.
Yeah.
Our Rafael Sanchez Cruz is live in Northwest D.C. tonight. And Rafa, what could this mean for customers and employees?
Look, Lorenzo, for those who work at U.S. Postal Service, it means they could go unpaid as early as February 2027.
Oh, no, we can't go unpaid.
Customers, it means drastic changes to services, even
Oh,
cuts, and paying more for sending your mail.
In less than a year, the U.S. Postal Service will run out of cash, according to Postmaster General David Steiner.
We got here because of the drastic reduction in the use of the mail. From historic peak volume of 213 billion pieces per year to today at 109 billion pieces per year.
Steiner was on Capitol Hill today asking Congress to increase his agency's $15 billion borrowing cap set by Congress in 1990.
If you applied inflation or based it on revenue, that limit should be $30 to $40 billion.
The agency's net losses for the 2025 fiscal year totaled $9 billion. USPS delivers to more than 170 million U.S. addresses 6 days a week.
We cannot lose the Postal Service as we know it.
Steiner agrees, which is why he has thrown ideas like closing remote post offices, reducing service to 5 days a week, and raising the cost of first-class mail stamps from 78 cents to 95 cents. As for customers,
I honestly think it's a little bit ridiculous, for me, it's not that big of a deal when I'm shipping out one thing at a time, but I know for people who have bulk, like some of my friends and stuff who ship out bulk stuff, it actually becomes a bigger deal.
I remember it was a nickel. I'm not old.
John, whose dad was a mail carrier, disagrees.
I think it has to be done. People still mail things. I got things here I can't send any other way.
Members of the House Oversight Committee also have differing opinions.
Raising revenue, cutting costs, and utilizing the capacities and capabilities of private industry.
The last thing that we want is a privatized system.
So let's say USPS cuts down services to 5 days a week. That would save the agency an estimated $3 billion every year. But if they raise cost, they say they would be able to cover the overall losses that they're predicting every year. In Northwest DC, I'm Rafael.
That's crazy. So everything losing money. Everything going down. They can lie if they want to, but these companies got the reports and it's not looking good. The Post Service about to be broke. And they got a $15 billion borrowing cap. What the hell? And they still going broke. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. So the way life's shaping up, it ain't shaping up good. It's just not shaping up good. My boy Danny out there, hope everything working out for you at the post office, man. Cause I don't know what the hell going on over there, but it ain't looking good. I think now is the time is to find your way into any type of job or any type of industry that is safe from AI. All right, you got to get into it now. If you don't get into it now, ooh, you're gonna be struggling because every job is going away. They trying to privatize it because they trying to get into. Man, Amazon deliver most of the stuff, UPS and FedEx and all that stuff anyway. So I think the postal service is going down, but we're gonna see how it all works out. All right, y'all, it's Friday. Enjoy yourself. Make sure you live life. Make sure you love yourself, because if you're not, you tripping. I'm about to leave y'all with something funky. That's your boy Leroy Mitchell. I'm gonna catch y'all later. You know what I'm saying? She got a what? Go ahead, party a little bit today.
She got a fatty on my daddy. 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 She got a boy. Hey. She got a fatty on my daddy and it's natty. She a baddie. Can I touch it? Can I grab it? I gotta have it. It be jumping when she running. It be moving when she grooving. Look so soothing when she steals. I gotta smack it. She chasing money when it's sunny. Sending nudies when she moody. She a cutie with a booty. I gotta tap it. She left a hickey during the quickie. I'm so picky. While she pick me, do you miss me? You can miss me. I'm breaking havoc. I met a girl named Sandy. She's sweeter than some candy. She like a macho Randy. A nigga getting handy. I'm squeezing on her fatty. She grab my ball. She caddy. She scratch my back. She caddy. She stripped like Laffy Taffy. I fucked her in the alley. They drop her off at Sally's. But Sally had a fatty. Fuck. I guess I should come in for a quick fix. The way that ass sitting, girl, a nigga got a hit. Hey, she got a fatty on my daddy. She got a boy. She got a fatty on my daddy. She got a boy. Hey, she got a fatty on my daddy. She got a boy. Hey, she got a fatty on my daddy. She got a boy. Hey, she got a fatty on my daddy and it's flabby, kinda saggy. Can I touch it? Can I grab it? I gotta have it. It be bumbling when she stumbling. It be tumbling when she mumbling. It be humbling when I'm pummeling. I gotta smack it. She crash her abs when they claps, turning heels into flaps. See a meal when a snack. I gotta tap it. She left a hickey during the quickie. I'm so picky. Why she pick me? Do you miss me? You can miss me. I'm breaking havoc. I met a girl named Tammy. I fucked her in her jammies. I hit her with the whammy. She singing like the Grammys. I'm hugging on her fatty. She bit my ball. She ready. She stole my cheese. She ready. I left her room. I'm happy. I bumped into her mammy. Her mammy had a fatty. She looked at me like daddy. But I guess I could stay for a quick fix. That way that ass sitting, man, my nigga got a hit. Hey, she got a fatty on my daddy. She got a boy. Hey, she got a fatty on my daddy. She got a boy. Hey, she got a fatty on my daddy. She got a boy. Hey, she got a fatty on my daddy. She got a boy. Hey, she got a fatty on my daddy. Ooh, she got a fatty on my daddy. Ooh, she got a fatty on my daddy. Ooh, she got a fatty on my daddy. Ooh.
All right, y'all. Catch y'all next time. Thank y'all for watching. Deuces.